Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Dito naman tayo sa ating maikling programa. 10 to 15 minutes lang po. Ang episode na ito, ang boses ko, share mo, ay isang programa po ng Isko Ako Volunteers. Kahit pa paano, makakashare tayo ng kuro-kuro, yung mga idea na patungkol po sa ating mahal na Yorme. In the first place, we want this program to as awakening and sometimes divulge the programs of our presidential candidates, Isko Moreno Dumagoso. Anyway, before I proceed, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sa mga kababayan natin, yung mga dinadaanan po ng bagyo dyan, konting tiis na lang po, konting ingat lang po sa inyong lahat. Dito sa may Kapikulan, sa Visayas at saka sa Mindanao, konting ingat lang po dyan sa mga kababayan natin dyan. We pray that you can surpass all of these trials, mga dumadaan lang yan, daanan lang yan. Don't let to stay these trials, yung mga ganitong pagsubok ng Diyos, dumadaan lang yan. We have to be firm, and we are all survival. Ika nga, ang Pilipino is a badge of resilient. Ika nga. So, konting share ko lang kanina na nabanggit ni mahal na Yorme during his listening tour in Antipolo and Rizal provinces, and nakita naman natin kung gaano kainit yung pagtangkap ng mga lokal na official at saka the people itself, na-mention niya doon how does the former President Ramon Magsaysay Sr. wins the heart of the people. Konting trivia lang po, to for that matters, yung how President Ramon Magsaysay Sr. Wins the heart of the people. He was branded as the champion and loves of the masses. In fact he was a 7th president of the Philippines from 53 to 57, and unfortunately he was died in a plane crash in Dalamban, Cebu, in Mount Manunggal, I think, Manunggal, on 1957, before the national election on November 1957. Before he was decided to run as the president, he was designated as the Secretary of Defense or Minister of the Defense during that time, during the Quirino stint, because he was known to be a guerrilla before. That's why his ability to access with the poor, nandun po sa kanila lahat ng katangian, kasi talagang naging guerrilla siya during the American time, American, Japanese invasion. In fact, the Malacanang, now is Malacanang, he names that as the House of the People, not the People's Palace. No, it's not the People's Palace, it's the House of the People. Talagang the presidential place is open to the public. I mean, they are entitled to access with that place, House of the People. Ika nga, marami po siyang ginawang accomplishment during his time. But yun nga, unfortunately, he did not make for the second time, no? Supposedly mag-re-election for the November 1957, but unfortunately he was died for the plane crash. Hindi lang siya kasi there are 26 passengers out of 26, 26, may nakasurvive lang na isang reporter. So anyway, that's the sample of the being a public servant, no? Kailangan mo talaga na ipakita na talagang makatao ka. Kung i-relate natin dito sa mga ginagawa ni Yorme in Manila, talagang may pagkahalintulad. Yorme was still in the mid of his age, pero nakikita natin sa kanya kung how he dedicated to his public life. Talagang binigay niya ng todo para sa mamamayan, sa mga mahihirap. President Pagsaysay was brokered the during that time. Medyo malakas yung resistance ng Hukbalahap, hukbong bayan laban sa Hapon, even though the Japanese invasion was in 42 and to 45, but the Hukbalahap is talagang malakas pa yung presence nila. And in fact, during the time of Quirino, it was not really satisfied the Hukbalahap, kasi ang nangyari kasi medyo napag-iwanan sila ng gobyerno. So what they did now is a continuous rebellion against the government. So since the Magsaysay stint or a brand of governance, talagang makamasa siya, ang ginawa niya is he invite this Hukbalahap to join the government. Kaya nga kahit paano because this Hukbalahap, itong mga rebelding ito, it's a guerrilla ito, they felt that they are not part of the government. Kaya they are not a rebellion, but they are the yung degradation ng as a magsasaka, as a peasant, no? Medyo hindi sila nabibigyan ng pansin. But during the stint of President Magsaysay, nagawa niyang pagbigyan yung ma-recognize itong Balahap as a peasant group, natulungan na yung mga magsasaka. The government is open to the people. So ganun ho yung gustong mangyari kahit paano ni Yorme sa kanyang gobyerno. Hindi po gobyerno ng elitista, hindi po gobyerno ng ilan lang. It's a government of the people. That's the really concept of the government, of the people, by the people, for the people. It's not really a sabihin mo na authoritarian, kung presidente ka, ikaw lang yung masusunod. No, it's a people's principled kind of democracy. And yung as a public servant, no, kasi nabanggit natin dito yung people's type of governance, no. Yung sinasabi nating public service to the itong mga empleyado natin sa ating pamahalaan is remember the Republic Act 6713, the ethical standard, code of conduct and ethical standard for public official and employees. There is a general policy, shall at all times accountable to the people and shall discharge their duties with utmost responsibility. Of course, yung integrity, competence nila, loyalty, and they shall be lead the modest lives. So iba po yung nangyayari ngayon. Sometimes it goes reciprocal. Why? Because nakikiusap pa nga yung tao sa kanila. Sometimes, instead of modest lives lives, sila pa nga yung talagang unaccountable, no? Ayaw nilang, anyway, darating tayo dyan. It's more on transparency dapat dun sa mga public official. So, there should be remember, the public office is a public trust. Okay, medyo 10 minutes na, mga kababayan, as we usually did before we end this segment. May konting kantahan tayo para sa mga kababayan nating OFWs dyan sa Middle East. Medyo chill-chill na lang ulit tayo. Kantahan lang muna, kantahan portion para po sa inyong lahat. Isko ang convert lang natin ng kaunti, okay? And now, ladies and gentlemen, yung mga yung bagyong Odette, medyo mag-ingat kayo, no? Medyo malakas ang super typhoon, ika nga itong bagyong Odette. May isko pa sa iyong buhay, sisikat din, may isko pa sa iyong buhay. So tulad ng sinabi ni Isko Yorme sa kanyang mga listening tour, lahat kayo may isko. Kaya ito, may isko pa sa iyong buhay. Daigdig ang buhay ay ganyan, mayroong ligaya at lumbay, maghintay at may nakalaan bukas. May isko pang sa iyong buhay, tutulungan ka ng Diyos na may lalang. Ang iyong pagdaramdam, idalangin mo sa may kapal, nasa puso mo ay mawala ng lubusan. Konting dasal lang po. Pangalawang simbang gabi po sa mga kapatid natin na mananampalataya, yung sa mga Katoliko, sa mga kapatid natin Kristiyano. Ingat-ingat lang po. Still we observe the social distancing. Sa daigdig, ang buhay ay ganyan, mayroong ligaya at lumbay, maghihintay akalaang bukas. May isko pa sa iyong buhay, tutulungan ka ng Diyos na may lalang. Ang iyong pagdaramdam, idalangin mo sa may kapal, nasa puso mo ay mawala ng lubusan. So, yun, may isko may isko pa sa iyong buhay. Okay? So, yun lang mga kababayan. Tandaan nyo, meron lang akong konting ipamemorize sa inyo before I end this segment. Meron lang akong konting ipamemorize sa inyo. Konting katagalan. Itong katagang ito ay makakatulong sa pagpili natin pagdating ng halalan, mga kababayan. Na, isko, at sidok ay sama-sama tayo ipaglaban at ibalita na tayo ay tunay na kampiyon ng mahihirap. So sa katagang yon ay nandoon buo lahat ang grupo ng Aksyon Demokratiko. Huwag niyong tandaan, huwag niyong kalimutan yung katagang yon. Na, isko, at sidok ay masama natin ipaglaban at ibalita ang tunay na kampiyon ng mga mahihirap. Magandang gabi po. Ito po ulit si Michael M. Ingat po sa mga kababayan nating dinaanan ng bagyo dito sa Visayas, Mindanao at dito sa Bicol area.